Our concert report for this, what the heck is it? Oh, it's a Thursday evening. Usually we do not spend a great deal of time reviewing concerts that are going on because it's kind of your decision whether you liked them or what happened, and we spend most of our time talking about the upcoming concerts in the area. But tonight we're going to take a little bit of time talking about last night's events because of their magnitude and also because you're going to see that same show. A lot of people are, 15,000 of them, this coming Monday. And we have on the telephone, we're just lucky enough to happen to have on our telephone today Steve Rosenblatt, who's the box office manager at Boston Garden and one of the world's biggest Elton John fans, I hope. Right, Steve?
Right, bud.
Tell us a little bit about the concert and what you actually saw last night, stage-wise, performance-wise.
Okay, performance-wise, the show was excellent. Elton John did 2 solid hours with 2 encores, and he did a lot of his big hits: Crocodile Rock, The Bitch Is Back, and Your Song, which he doesn't do very often. The speakers are flying, which means they've been elevated to about 14 or 15 feet above the stage, which means there's less obstructive view seats in the house.
When did the show go off in time, Steve?
Yeah, it started right at 9:30. He went on right at 9:30. He was a little bit bothered at first because the house lights were up because people were lighting matches, and if they wouldn't light the matches, the house lights wouldn't have to go on. But he was a little bit, well, sort of confused at first, but then after the lights went out, he went into his act, got it together, and really did a dynamite show.
Sound good?
Yeah, excellent sound.
Your place is not famous for its acoustic abilities.
Well, I think if the speakers are raised up, it adds to the acoustic abilities of the building because there's less things in the way to stop the sound.
Okay. How about the crowd control-wise? Any problem?
Inside there was no problems whatsoever, or let's put it this way, the usual problems. But outside, I hear there was 12 to 18,000 people outside milling around who didn't have tickets. We had extra security. We had a lot of dogs, and I don't have any reports about what happened outside other than there were a lot of people.
Well, obviously, if you had that many people out there and you don't have any reports, it couldn't have been anything very serious.
Right.
All right. What about when did Elton John get there, and how did they do the security thing?
He came sort of just like Sinatra. He came in and out just like Sinatra did. As a matter of fact, I thought he was going to catch pneumonia. He ran right off the stage, dripping wet from sweat, and went right outside into a limo, and he was whisked away to New York.
And
he was just in for the show. He was there maybe 20 minutes before the show, and before the audience had sat down from applause, he was out of the building and on his way to the airport, I guess.
I forgot. Is he in New York and Washington, or just New York and then back here?
Well, I think he was going to New York tonight, last night, and then he's doing Washington this evening, and then he's going to New York for the weekend.
Now, I know that at least the rumor mill has it that part of the president's family will be at the Elton John concert in Washington. How about anybody? Give us a highlight. Who's there last night?
Who's there? There was a fellow behind stage wearing a gray dungaree cap with dark glasses, and he had an Oriental girl with him, and it was John Lennon.
Now, what is this rumor mill flying that they're going to do a concert together?
They are going to, from what I've heard, Lennon is going to appear with Elton in his New York performance, and John just came to look at the show tonight, last night, and just to view Elton because he says, quote, the best place to view the show would be in Boston.
Wonder why I said that.
I don't know. Well, the Beatles played Boston. Maybe he likes it better than the other arenas in the country.
Huh. I can't believe he likes Boston Garden better than the other places.
Oh, come on, bud.
Hey, what happened with counterfeit tickets? What's going on?
Oh, there's a lot of rip-offs last night. We had, some of our police had upwards of 40 and 50 counterfeit tickets, all for the same section, and people are really getting ripped off at $20, $30, and $40 a seat. And these people aren't getting into the building, and it's a shame that people really do this.
How can we avoid that Monday?
Pardon?
How can people avoid that Monday?
Well, if people haven't bought a ticket as yet, I suggest that they only purchase them from reliable sources. There are some tickets available at places throughout town. We are sold out here, but I imagine some of the agencies still have some. And they should just buy them from reliable sources. And if anyone would like to come into the box office with a ticket that they've already purchased, maybe we can save them a hassle by telling them that it's counterfeit.
Where are there, excuse me, Steve, where are there tickets available? Because we can't find any.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying if there are any available.
Oh, if there are
If there are any available, only purchase them from reliable sources. Don't purchase them from someone off the street unless you or they know exactly what the ticket looks like.
Is there any way to tell on the counterfeit tickets, the average eye, or are they done pretty well?
Well, the average eye, it's just a pretty sloppy, it's a shoddy ticket. It's, I guess the easiest way to tell is we have a cobwebbing on the ticket, and they can't reproduce it as well as we produce it.
What's that background effect that you have?
Yeah, it's the background. Right. It looks like a cobweb type thing on the back of the ticket.
Monday.
All right. Everything's all set for Monday, and
yeah, everything's all set for Monday. We're anticipating the same type of problems with crowds, and unfortunately the counterfeit tickets again. But at least this time we'll be a little more prepared for it.
All right. Well, I've got you on the phone. Thank you, Steve, for talking about the Elton John. How about let's talk about some of the other shows. Beach Boys are coming in on the 23rd. That's a Saturday night. The 10 o'clock show is sold out. What about the 6 o'clock show?
Well, the 10 o'clock isn't sold out now because people are returning their tickets for the earlier show.
Oh.
So we have considerable amount of tickets left for the late show for anyone who'd like that.
Those are $6.
Yeah, so they're jumping back and forth. So there are tickets available right now for both shows.
And you're going to do $7 at the door.
I'm pretty sure they're going to be $6. We're going to get into too much confusion with the show, so the day of those, they should still be $6.
All right. Elton John, of course, Monday. What else you got coming in there?
We got Harrison.
George Harrison.
Yeah, we're pretty much sold out on that. We've got probably about 1,200 to 1,500 single seats available for both shows.
Oh.
And we don't anticipate getting any great amounts of tickets back from the promoters.
So probably the last of the George Harrison tickets are going to go this week. So you got to advise people to do it this week.
I'd like to get them out of here as soon as we can.
And how about Yes on the 11th?
Yes, there are still scattered tickets available for that. That is doing well. It should draw a good crowd.
All right. Tell me this. It's my speculation that Yes is not sold out because you got George Harrison around there, and I'm even going to name the other acts that are in the other halls that are coming around.
Right.
And the Beach Boys and the Elton John thing, and boy, you've really clumped things together, and that's really hurting people's pocketbooks. I realize it's not your fault.
Well,
but because you got to get the tour when they're coming around this area.
Right.
But wow, it's incredible, the concerts that are coming in, and who's got any money anyway?
Well, I know. This is why I think Harrison didn't sell right out, because people were financially embarrassed after Elton John. You take away a good chunk of money when you buy a few of those tickets.
Especially at the prices some people are getting.
All right.
Anything coming up in the future you want to tell us about?
No, we've got, the only thing is we're entering a slow period now because in December we got Ice Follies, our Ice Capades coming in, and that pretty well slows down the building. We even kicked the Bruins out for that.
What? My team.
Your team.
My team.
They go on a long road trip when the ice shows come in town.
Steve, thank you. Let me get to these other concerts we've got here tonight.
Okay, bud. Good
Thank
enough.
you, Steve.
I'll talk to you later.
Nice talking to you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
That's Steve Rosenblatt at Boston Garden, and he's a box office manager down there with a little inside information about the Elton John concert. And I do have a lot of other concerts coming up, Harv, and I've already taken a long time, so I'll do them real quick after you do your message here.
Okay, let me do the message here.
Hey, I missed you last night.
Oh yeah, I was sick.
I got something. You were at the Elton John concert, correct?
Yeah, I was sick.
You know who was there?
No, who?
Billie Jean King.
Who?
Billie Jean King.
Billie Jean King.
And Elton John played tennis with Billie Jean King this afternoon in Boston.
You're kidding.
No.
You're putting me on.
No way.
Well, I saw Ray Cooper when he was throwing around his tambourines, but I didn't know if Billie Jean King was around.
Yeah. Yes, you're sitting right near you, right in the VIP section.
Oh yeah, right.
And last night, because I missed you, we've added Marvin Gaye because they posted him the last minute.
That's right, I heard something about that.
And they rescheduled it for this Saturday, and there are tickets available. I mean, there are so many tickets available. And they are $7.50, $6.50, and $5.50. An 8 o'clock show this Saturday night, see Marvin Gaye. Do you have to do a thing?
Yes, let me do the thing, all right?
If you must.
Okay, and then we'll come back and then, you know what I mean, right?
Okay, we'll come back. Right. Such a fantastic month, November. You have Marvin Gaye, 2 Elton John concerts, the Beach Boys were here, David Bowie was here, and Dickie Betts, Loggins Messina. Anyway, we're looking at December, and it's not that great at all. Matter of fact, we can only scare out about 10 concerts for the month. It will really drop off at the end of the month. December 1st will be the Kinks at the Music Hall, the 3rd, the Greg Allman thing at the Music Hall. Both are 8 o'clock shows, and tickets to $6.50 down and on sale. Harry Chapin at the Music Hall, too, same situation on December 4th. Aerosmith will be here on December the 5th at the Music Hall, an 8 o'clock show. That is sold out. The December 6th, 2 shows, 7 and 10 p.m. The 7 is sold out. The 10 has some seats left, but not many. December 9th, Genesis at the Music Hall. December 10th, the George Harrison thing at the Garden. There's quite a few 4 o'clock in the afternoon shows. Tickets available. December 11th, George Harrison, the Providence Civic Center is sold out. And yes, we'll be in Boston Garden, and now we're down to the last few remaining tickets, and that's going to go to a sellout situation in just a few days. And yes, I do have some word on Led Zeppelin. Yes.
You do?
But I'm not going to tell you right now.
Why not?
Well, because there's nothing official yet, but the wheels are turning.
They are.
The wheels are definitely turning.